Hey everybody. I want to take a few minutes and discuss something that I feel is being misrepresented, and that is our silver to gold ratio. That is a term that a lot of people in the stacking community throw around, and I feel like it is being misrepresented because in a perfect world, right now gold is $1,277.58 and silver is $15.07. So if you were to calculate the spot price for gold to silver ratio, you would get just shy of 85 to 1. So you would actually get like 84.82, I think it was. So we're going to round up for the sake of easier math and say it's 85 to 1. I think a lot of people would agree with 85 to 1 currently. And I just want to put it into perspective a little bit. So this is 1 ounce of gold. Okay. You can read it right there. 1 ounce fine gold, $50. All right. So at the current spot price, the gold to silver ratio would suggest that I can trade 1 ounce of gold, no matter the form, for 85 ounces of silver, which is a bit of an exaggeration. Not speaking specifically for gold eagles because they do carry a bit of a premium, but if we were to look at JM Bullion, which is the website I'm going to use for this analogy, and notice spot price for gold, $1,277.49. There's multiple payment methods, right? You can pay with a check or wire, which gives you the cheapest price. You can pay with Bitcoin, or you can pay with a credit card. So if we were to pay the cheapest route possible, let's say we mail in a check, or if we've used the website enough, we were vetted and we're allowed to use an e-check, we're going to go with that price, $1,301.78. Well, that's quite a bit higher than the spot price, which is $1,277.49. So if we were to calculate the lowest possible price for gold, because this is 1 ounce, varied condition, this carries the lowest premium that I found on JM Bullion. And we were to use the lowest price for 1 ounce of gold and the lowest price to calculate 85 ounces of silver. We would use 10-ounce bars, but we'd only be able to get 8 10-ounce bars of silver. And we would be left with $26. Well, $26 is only enough to buy 1 ounce of silver. So I think a more accurate representation of the gold to silver ratio would be 81 ounces of silver for every 1 ounce of gold. Now, they do come in different forms. Like the Gold Eagle obviously has a higher premium, like I stated. Most coin shops will sell a Gold Eagle for spot plus $70. I've found, traveling across the United States, that's pretty average. You go online, they're pretty comparable as well. So that's going to add a little bit to your 1 ounce of gold for however many ounces of silver that you can facilitate purchasing. But if you're doing Gold Eagle to Silver Eagle, for instance, it's going to be drastically less because the premium on Silver Eagles are a lot higher than they are on a Gold Eagle, based on the total $1,300 plus you're going to spend for comparable metals. But you also have 90% silver. So for 1 ounce of gold in its cheapest form, you can only get 81 ounces of 999 fine silver. So we have 8 10-ounce bars right here. We're going to take this little guy out of here, and we're going to replace it with a 1-ounce bar, bringing our silver to gold ratio to a more appropriate level, 81 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of gold. Now I'm going strictly off of my local coin shop because everybody's local coin shop varies in price, but I've factored out $118.50 face value of 90%. Now, $118.50 face value of 90% silver is going to be, let's do some math. 118. My local coin shop charges me 11 times face value. So $118.50 times 11. It's going to be $1,303.50. That is what it's going to cost me to purchase all of this constitutional silver that you see in front of us. Now, I show you that for 2 reasons. One, to show you that the cheapest amount of gold, $1,302 for 1 ounce of gold, I'm achieving that gold to silver ratio because I will demonstrate on whatever the website this is. This is a U.S. silver coin melt value calculator. So 474 Washington quarters is $118. And we can do that math to verify. So 474. Oops, I divided instead of multiplied. 474. Right there, $118.05. So we're going to go back to that. And I want to show you the weight of this. Troy ounce silver content, 85.7 ounces. Troy. So the gold to silver ratio is pretty skewed. When you talk 1 ounce of gold for 90%, you get almost 86 ounces. You talk gold to silver ratio for 999, you get 81 ounces. So what's a better value? I'm going to go with 90%. And I just want everyone to understand that there are different forms of silver. There are different premiums with silver. There are different forms of gold. There are different premiums with gold. And there is no one set gold to silver ratio that people should be focusing on, because everybody's gold to silver ratio is different. So just something to keep in mind. I'm not trying to discredit anybody or say that my way is the best way or the way I stack is better than anybody else's. Stack what you like. And that's the important part. But understanding the ratio as people discuss it, I feel is important. So if you got anything to add, I'd love to hear in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Have a great night.